always a joy to see you. And you're bringing us yet another incredible story. I think it started when your friend called you and said about this table of Lee Miller's. Do you still own, or did you even ever own the table?
Yes.
You do still own it?
I got the table, I own the table, it's very much in our life. Yeah, a friend of mine who lives in Cornwall works for an auction house, and she's often asked to research particularly interesting or important pieces that come in, and she knows how much I love food and family and feasting and cooking and all of it. And she called me, she said, oh my God, Kate, there's this table that's come in. She said, I just have to tell you the story. So I bought the table.
Where do you keep it? Where is it?
It's in the house.
It's in the house.
I couldn't believe it. And I sat down at the table for the first time, put my hands on it, and it is beautiful. It's a big, heavy, single slab of tree, and the knots and the whirls and the patterns, and you can honestly really feel the history in it. And I thought, my God, Lee Miller sat at this table. Lee Miller. Why hasn't anyone made a film about her? Cut to 9 years later, and I now know why no one had made a film about her, because she lived so many lives. And what I wanted to do with this film was to almost redefine how people see her and perhaps meet her for the first time.
Was it a challenging shoot for you? Because I think you were injured as well, weren't you, when it began?
Yes, I was injured, but it was so spectacularly challenging that also me being injured just became like, oh God, that just irritating thing that I'm injured. And there were so many other kind of mountains we had to climb, quite honestly. We only had 9 weeks to make this whole film after 7 years of development and working on the script and putting the financing together. And so not dropping a day, hoping to goodness that nobody would get COVID, because that would have shut us down, which amazingly nobody did. Absolutely amazing. But we had the most phenomenal cast. I mean, Andy Samberg, Josh O'Connor, Andrea Riseborough, Marion Cotillard. I mean, they were just so wonderful. They all said yes. They all stood by us and came to the party, and it was just amazing.
Seeing Andy, by the way, in this role, it's the first time I've seen him do anything like this. It's spectacular.
It's the first time he's played a serious part. And he was very nervous, and I think he kind of couldn't believe that he was even being asked to consider it, because he's so known for comedy. But he looks almost exactly like the real Davy Sherman. And one of our co-writers, Marion Hume, phoned me one day and she was like, can I ask, have you actually ever thought about Andy Samberg? Because he looks exactly like Davy. And I had a look and was like, my God, he really does. I said, I don't think he'd ever do it. It's probably not his thing. You know, he's known for comedy. She said, just ask, go on. She said, Lee would have just ask. And so we did. And to my amazement and delight, he really wanted to do it. He really wanted to prepare. He wanted to audition. He went through this whole process, and we were just so fortunate that he said yes. And he's absolutely wonderful, and I think kind of unrecognisable as the Andy Samberg that we know. In this role. He's just fantastic.
I think he's really going to surprise a lot of people, but you're fantastic in it as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.
I know a lot of your heart and soul has gone into it in so many years. So I hope you're feeling kind of at peace now that it's kind of.
I think I still feel scared because the film isn't out yet. So, but then I think I always feel scared before a film comes out. You know, I think there'd be something wrong if I didn't get nervous. But thank you. No, you're great. Always. Kate, lovely to see you. Thank you so much. You too. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, thank you.